And honestly, I'm just noticing now the mint green, that's kind of the offsetting orange. Hello, bitch!
I'm Taylor Swift.
You're just like Taylor. Get a bathtub in here, and we've got the cover.
Put some orange shit on me, and then I'm mad.
I mean, we're getting more and more clues that she has watched Two Gay Mats. And I think
that bitch, and she hasn't subscribed unless it's her burner YouTube account.
Right. So you better show her and subscribe to us now.
Yes.
That'll prove her wrong.
Subscribe and like.
Yes.
And Patreon. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Gay Mats. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And as we said, first thing to do is like and subscribe, hit that bell, do all the things that you do on this channel called youtube.com because we are so close to 100,000 subscribers. And don't you want to be a part of the magic?
I think you do want to be a part of the magic, so make sure to subscribe if you can. And if you really love us, go to our live show. It's happening in New York City at the Caveat Theater on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Go to 2gaymatslive.com for tickets. It's happening August 30th. We'd love to see you there and talk more Taylor in person.
Yeah, we will be talking about because I'm sure she'll be dropping something.
Last time we talked, it was like days and days ago. We had no idea that this was even coming.
I know. Well, okay. First of all, in case you don't know, Taylor Swift has announced her 12th studio album called The Life of a Showgirl.
And you know.
Here are some theories. Maybe she released it because she was planning on releasing another Taylor's version of Self-Titled or Reputation, whatever. Okay. But then when she got her music back, she was like, well, I gotta release something, so I might as well put that album out now, which is maybe one of the reasons why it's also short.
Okay.
There are probably other reasons, which I guess we'll get into.
Are these theories that you've just come up with?
Yes.
You've seen
as a Swiftie, I am going to come up with theories that are not founded in fact.
Do you acknowledge yourself as a Swiftie?
Sure, why not? I am. If you like and subscribe, I am.
That still can be bought. Okay, let's go back. Before we start going off on our theories, let's set the scene.
Okay.
On Monday, we saw a preview. There was a screen cap floating around.
I know, I was at work.
You were at work,
working
but
at a restaurant.
I saw it in the Discord, which you can join if you go to the patreon.com/2gaymats. In the Discord, some Swifties posted that on Travis Kelce's podcast with his brother, New Heights, there was a picture of there's a new episode coming out Wednesday night. They never drop on Wednesdays. And then there's a person who's silhouetted and cut out of the middle, and that shape looked very much like Taylor. And so people are like, okay, is this happening? Is she coming? And as the days progressed, the answer to that was yes. Some people, Swifties, were so good at figuring out what picture was used for.
They know her shape.
I can't imagine, but they figured it out, and they were absolutely right. We got a clip of her opening a mint green TS briefcase and opening up and showing the big vinyl of the cover, which was blurred out at the time.
Yes.
As the buildup came out, her website went down, and it was just 3 hours, probably 12 hours until something was going to happen. A door was falling down, and there was a glitter orange background. Then you see it all happens at the same time. The cover's released as well as the New Heights podcast is released. Did you listen to that podcast?
I didn't know. Did you?
I did.
Oh, you Swiftie.
I did, and I listened to it, and I watched, and I've got to say, look, I love the Straights. I hope you all are doing well, but the amount of straight male football content you have to listen to.
Did you sit through that? Yes. Oh, what did you learn?
I learned that the Cathys for them are called 92%ers. That is what their listeners are called. I don't know why. It has something to do with football. I learned that Travis and Taylor were somehow set up by Travis's coach, who's a friend of Taylor's dad, which I didn't realize. It's just also she didn't understand the game for a long time. He thinks of her as an athlete because of how she is after shows. She doesn't think of herself as one. Look, and I'm happy they're happy. He pretends not to know all the words, the big words she uses. And she's like, you know the words. There's a lot of that. They're cute together.
Oh, adorable.
And, the sports, I'm sure that's for someone, but I was watching and I was 45, 50 minutes and I was like, can we talk about the album?
First of all, this is why you watch stuff on 1.5 speed.
I know, but it was premiering. It was like when people watch a premiere of something. And so
that's
I
couldn't. They fuck you over.
They got me. And so I'm watching. And okay, she did talk a good bit about the Eras Tour and how the final last stop of the Eras Tour, she walked off instead of doing what she normally does. She walked through an orange door, hinting to the fans that the next era was going to be orange. So I guess she had already had this
I'm
plan.
excited because orange is my favorite color.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go.
I mean, and also she's gone through so many colors with all 12 of these albums. Yeah. She's got to be running out, especially the colors on the iPhone.
I know, and now people are still using that heart with the flame, the heart with the flames and everything. It's not that. It's orange, guys. It's orange.
So she's telling us she finally gets the album and she finally explains that she and Max Martin work together. She, Max Martin, and Shellback have reunited for the first time, I think, since Reputation, and they did all of this album together. She wanted it to be like a big, joyful, bangers on bangers kind of album. She, when asking like how would you describe this music, the first word she said was melody driven, and I melted in my chair. Somehow the feeling got out there. I mean, we weren't the only people who said maybe 31 tracks was too long. Yes. And she admitted it was like Tortured Poets was like a data dump of every feeling she felt over the past 3 years, which, you know, she's like, she kept using the word focused. And I was like, there is nothing that I want more from Taylor Swift than a focused, short, digestible, pop, melodic record, and she's giving it to us.
This is why we know she is a Kathy and she is watching 2 Gay Mats.
If I were to like literally describe what I wanted from a next Taylor era, so much of it is what we are being given. And I cannot wait. Like going through, she put up a playlist even before she announced that all the songs were her, Max Martin and Shellback. She put up a playlist of all their songs together. And it's like, like the shit on Red they did together, the shit on 1989 they did together. It's just like she's like, it's so cool because back when we first started writing together, I felt like Max was my mentor and Shellback and I were both in our early 20s, and now we're all coming back together after 7 years of not working together, like as wives, like we're all bringing as much to the table as the next person. And I'm like, this is going to be beautiful. Max Martin did make a note and said, okay, I love folklore, I want the storytelling vibe, the ability to write at that level, so it's not going to be like we are never getting back together. Sure,
yes.
Which is fine. I understand that. But if you're giving us these big fucking melodies, and Travis just kept saying the word banger, banger, banger.
Banger, banger, banger.
That is what I've been missing. Because look, I can only live on But Daddy, I Love Him for so long.
I know. Oh, I listened to it 3 times in a row today. What a brilliant song.
A brilliant piece of music.
Know.
But the fact that she is back in the studio with some people who she has collaborated with and made some of her best pop music ever, I'm over the moon. And she walked into the studio with Max Martin and said to him, I want to make an album that I'm as proud of as I am the Eras Tour. And he was like, you know how much pressure that is, yes? And she's like, I understand, but like, at least we're setting the bar high.
Yeah.
And she's like talking her shit. Like, you're not going to say that. You're not going to tell us that everything is melody driven, focused, and like giant pop bangers and not deliver. Like,
I know.
Taylor has heard this record and would not be giving us all of this like information about it. That's so lovely, so mouthwatering if she couldn't deliver.
And the fact that she is flat out saying there will be no deluxe, there will be no bonus tracks.
Look.
And
I love a bonus track. I really, really do. But something that has plagued Taylor in the past several eras is the overabundance of material. Like, we shouldn't, like, as much as we loved our choose your own adventure moments with Tortured Poets, we've both made versions of that album that we both really love. When you think of like brilliant and perfect albums, they are focused. They don't have the
Lemonade. Focus.
They are Butterfly, Focus, Thriller, Focus. Like, these are records that everyone knows every song because there aren't 8 editions with like one bonus track on each version.
Yeah, there's no fat.
There's no fat. Just trimming the fat
Yes.
and making something clear and focused and like following her vision. Like, and she's like, it's my 12th album. There are 12 tracks. It's a beautiful length of album. I can't wait.
Okay.
Even though I feel like there are always going to be the Drakes of the world who like to like get as many streams as possible first week. Like, it just is also like a chart manipulation tactic to have as many tracks as you can. So it could be like, oh, we're running those numbers up. But if the goal is like focus and artistic integrity and albums that people can return to and feels like almost monoculture-y,
Yes.
they can't be too long.
Yes.
They can't be double discs.
Yes. And like, because there has been no monoculture for so long now, for a decade now, I would say. Like 2015 to me, I feel like it was the end of like a monoculture. I feel like this is an album that can bring that back.
Yes.
You know, and so she's still doing her thing. She's still,
Hey.
even though she's not releasing a lot of songs, she has released a lot of pictures.
Oh.
And people are like,
She's released the full track list. It's coming out on October 3rd. I was wondering if we're going to get a single as we're recording this, but we'll see in 1 minute. I assume we won't.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I know, because like, you know, the last couple eras, she has just been like, here's the full album.
Yes.
This is going to be the single.
Yes.
Like, but with this, since we're going back to a more traditional pop album, like, was she going to release it a traditional way with like a lead single?
I kind of think she will. Okay. I kind of think we're going to get a single before we get the album, but you know, maybe I'm wrong, and like I'm sure those pre-releases are already out of this world numbers wise, but I think she's coming for radio. I think she's coming for
She's coming for radio.
She's coming for radio. Like, because there was a way to ignore the Fortnites of the world. I don't believe there's going to be a way to ignore the singles off this record. Okay. I don't. Just maybe I'm wrong in that, but I don't. I mean, we're going to go through all the pictures, all the many different covers of this album.
Okay.
And I just must say, the official cover, I fucking love it.
It's great.
It's excellent.
And everyone is online screaming, this shouldn't be the cover. This shouldn't be the cover.
It's my favorite.
It should be this random thing. It's like, no. This feels like this feels like a picture with a message.
Yes.
I love the color scheme. I love how, the first track is called something of Ophelia.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The Fate of Ophelia.
The Fate of Ophelia, and she's recreating like Ophelia from Hamlet, like drowning herself in the river and everything. And you can tell like it's like the Eras tour, she was overwhelmed. I love the randomness of where the letters are put. It feels like just edgy enough for a Taylor Swift pop record.
Exactly.
You know, like appropriately edgy, while still just like has that earnest Taylorness, the colorfulness of it. I think it works so well.
I think it's amazing. The one thing that throws me off about the picture is, of course, like the water, like her head's a little out of the water and then a little in, and I'm just like, that like line of water makes me a little like nervous. I don't know, but
I love it.
I do love this picture so much. And also in that interview, she was talking about like this artwork is important because it's like, this is supposed to make me feel the way I felt on the Eras tour, but it's not a story of me on stage. It's a story of me backstage. It's the story of me off stage and what that my life in my personal life was really like at that time.
I know. And it's so also giving Cycle 15 of America's Next Top Model, a photo shoot that they did where they had to be mermaids and everything. And Anne was just like, ooh, it's very much giving that aesthetic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Back cover art.
Perfect back cover to me. This, out of all of the regular pictures of her just as a showgirl, I think is the best picture, and I'm happy it was chosen as the back cover.
It is a beautiful, beautiful pic.
It's like she's not trying too hard to pose. I think it looks natural, and it's evocative. I love it.
I love that one as well. I will say, of all the pictures that are not covers at this very moment, I do wish this was a cover.
This is beautiful. Yeah.
Even if, because I just love to see a big vinyl, no text, just this picture of her again backstage as a showgirl, those giant feathers, the wig, the headpiece. I just think it's a really beautiful shot.
Yeah, it would be a chic cover.
Yeah, like a chic like.
But are we doing chic for this album?
I don't know if we are. All I know is if she wants to make more variants. You know, Taylor loves a variant.
I mean,
if she wants to make another one, my vote's for this one.
Yes.
Love her on the chair.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a cute one with the fishnets. Gorgeous.
I think it's nice. I think this one's cropped a little weird.
Okay, I see that. I see that.
But you know, what can you do? But like, she looks great.
She looks unbelievable. This, I think, of the alternate covers, I think this one is my favorite.
I think it looks like if we chose this for a back cover, I wouldn't mind.
Yes,
as well.
It also looks a little back covery.
Yeah.
I prefer the real one. It feels like a little like option B, but I think it's a very high option. It's called an option B plus.
Sure.
And I mean, of course, she looks amazing.
Yeah. I very much like this fucking Bob
This
picture.
one feels like a movie poster of some
yes.
kind.
Yes.
Like,
this one feels like cinematic.
Yes. Like this is Anora.
Yeah. But again, like, I don't know if this is going to be the sound that she's giving us. I feel like the cover that she gave us is going to be the sound.
Yeah, I agree. Like this almost feels closer to like a Midnight's. Like visually, color-wise, you know?
Yeah.
And then this one where she's Spider-Woman.
This is very like we are in the Broadway cast of Chicago and we are posing here.
Yeah.
I think it's a great picture of her, but my friend who's obsessed with to bring it back to Top Model, looking at it, he'd be like, I really like this picture, but you know Tyra would call this a no-neck monster. Because Tyra would be like, you need to extend your neck, Taylor, extend the neck.
Yeah, and I'm sure Tyra doesn't regret anything she said on that show.
I know, exactly.
But yeah, no, I don't dislike the picture, but I stand by that regular
I stand by the cover. And the reason why I wanted to talk about the covers is because everyone is... Not everyone, but like people are kind of shitting on this cover, and it's like,
no, it's
stop.
Great. It's great.
But yeah, comment below if you disagree.
I know. Tell us below if you think we're wrong about the cover. Tell us below if you're excited as we are for The Life of a Showgirl coming out October 3rd. Tell us which song you're most excited about from the track list. Make sure to follow us on social media and Matt Palmer Music.
And it's Matt Steele.
And at 2 Gay Mats for both of us. And we have a live show happening, like we mentioned at the top, at the Caveat Theater on the Lower East Side on August 30th. You can get tickets at 2gaymatslive.com. Watch us record our podcast live, argue about pop music, and maybe even sing a song. It's going to be amazing. Go to patreon.com/2gaymats to get extra bonus content. We did actually just watch and react to the Eras Tour. That's going to be coming up very soon. So if you want to watch us react to the Eras Tour leading up to the new era, you should do that.
I know, appropriate time to watch the Eras Tour.
Yes, we watched it without knowing that this was happening.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know, that's God's timing.
Do you think Taylor, we know she's a YouTube subscriber, do you think she'll become a patron?
No.
She has the money.
She does. Also, we have a podcast that comes out every single Monday wherever you get your podcasts. It's called 2 Gay Mats. We record it live on YouTube every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And then it's up on every podcatcher you can find on Monday morning. And Matt Steele.
Yes.
Who do we need to give shout outs to?
To our legendary patrons.
Yes.
And their names are Matthew Tash, Melissa, Taylor, Michael, Brandon, Maxwell, Jacob, Jen, Holly, and Dr. Woods.
Did you say Taylor?
Oh my God. It just says Taylor.
Something to note.
There was no last name given.
Something to note. I don't think it's her. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back soon with more 2 Gay Mats.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.